everybody, this is Holly. I've been gone for a little while. We had a very nice vacation in Florida with our jeeping friends, and since we've gotten back, I've been working on some journals, hoping to get a few in my shop before I have to start on Christmas toys for my other shop, That's So Holly. This one is going in the shop today. It is going into the Scrappy Journal on Etsy. It's a 1950 first edition Betty Crocker Picture Cookbook. It had some damage. I cleaned it up. I redid the spine, added all the pretties, and inside I took this binder mechanism out, cleaned it up, painted it, and put it back in. Here is a fabric pocket, a large tag, and I included the original page from the cookbook. I didn't include all of the pages. It's stuffed enough as it is, but I did include a few of the nicer, more colorful pages. There are also some vintage or old index cards with recipes on them, some handwritten, some typed. Some other recipes from other cookbooks, not all vintage, but all nice and fun. This includes a little tag here. I won't show you everything because this is just impossible, and I forgot to measure and count the pages, but that will be all in the listing on Etsy. This is one of the the back of the first page, showing a beautiful old kitchen from the 50s. And I've included some recipe cards. Now this can be used as a recipe book or as just a general journal for somebody who likes cooking or loves food or just likes the look of it. I love the look of it myself. There are lots of blank pages to do journaling. There are recipe cards you can write recipes on, you could journal on if you wanted to. There are extra little goodies stuck here and there. Here's an original page from the cookbook with a little piece of vintage fabric and a little tag and button here. There are lots of beautiful scrapbooking pages that I left blank on the back. This one has some stamping on it. Some of them do, some of them don't, so that you can have room to write. Here's another pretty page from the original cookbook. Another blank page to write on. Here's a little Rolodex card that you could put a recipe on or you can journal on. This is a little file folder with some pies and some cute red gingham tucked into this pocket here. There are tons of pockets and tuck spots and little extras added here and there. More journaling space. This page has been doubled and glued together so to make it sturdier so that you can write on it. Or you could glue on it or color on it. Here's another tag, another recipe card. There are two pockets right there. Some washi tape, a little embellishment, and more space to write or draw, whatever you'd like to do. More blank space with a stamp. More blank space. There's stitching along in here too. There are some dividers from the original cookbook, and they're in here. It's a pocket with a modern recipe and a bookmark. This, I think, is supposed to be lobsters, but it looks like crawfish to me since I'm in Louisiana and we don't have lobsters, we have crawfish. This is a bag from Dodge's Fried Chicken that you can use to put some mementos in or some recipes. Here's a recipe from a newer cookbook. It's not vintage, but it's not brand new. It's just newer. And here's one of those old recipe cards I was talking about in old lady handwriting for a cheese dip. And there are some extra little things on the back. Another recipe page. And it just goes on and on like this. Here is actually a more modern, I think it's from the 80s recipe page. It's from a low-fat cookbook. Stuck in that pocket. Another little embellishment. Another recipe page. Oh, here's some S&H green stamps. The original thing, tucked in that little pocket right there. More space to journal. This is an envelope that you can store your recipes in, or your secrets, or your little mementos. It's going in that little tuck spot right there. More journaling space. Another card from the original cookbook. Here's a little tag and a pocket, a tuck spot. Here's another envelope that you can store things in, and more writing space. And it just goes on and on like that. There's I use different little trims to accent the book. There are little dangles here and there. That's a little fork. I don't know if you can see that. It's a little fork dangling right there. And speaking of that, on the spine there is a dangle. It has some beads and some ribbon. It also has a fork, a spoon, and a knife, and some of the buttons that I used throughout the book. So this will be listed in my Etsy shop. I will have all the information there as far as size and page count there, and you'll find the link below. Thank you.